Well, this is the beginning of the film of the 795 Starfire. Now, I didn't get too many pictures. In fact, I didn't get any camera video pictures of it when I brought it home. So what I'm going to do is just get some shots on the video of it so we can see it as it goes. So here they are. Picture of it sitting on the trailer out front here. Another picture of it sitting on the trailer. This one is behind the world famous rusty Bronco. Here's a front view of the machine. You can start seeing that nifty little Arctic Cat windshield he had on there. No front grille, and you can kind of see where the pipes were, the old 500 Limited. Other side view with that awesome shot of Settler's place. You can see the chrome stirrups. Debating whether to put those back on or not. Oh, look at that fancy bar on the back. We'll get better pictures of that. It's off like a 71 Charger or TX. Here's a better shot of that engine sticking out of it. Big motor, isn't it? Some of the decals. A little bit better of that 500 exhaust. Another shot of it on the trailer. As I brought it home, that's just how she looked. There it's sitting in the garage. I kind of started stripping it down there, but you can see how nice the seat was. Just kind of rare. And that old of a sled, it's a 72. Especially for a Starfire. Look at that gas tank. That's what we used to call a Winnipeg tank or a long distance tank. Kind of ugly on there. You kind of see the dash too. The dash had heat gauges on it. And another shot of that headlight that he had mounted on there. Here's a couple more pictures of it sitting in the garage. One more picture of it sitting in the garage. You can kind of see that headlight again. A little better view of the headlight, and another nice shot of the seat. Here's a real good view of the dash. You can see that it had 3 head temperature gauges on it, and one was cracked, but the other 2 were in working order. Again, I didn't start it up, so I don't know if they were working or not, but they seemed like they worked. And hooked them up to a meter. So then you had to see that little decal he put on there on the right side there. It's a Starfire. Another shot of that big old gas tank. Look at that seat. Nice seat, huh? But I got to recover it. You can see it's a little faded there. That's why I'm going to have to. Here's a little blurry picture of the motor. I don't know why it got blurry there, but it is. It's just dark, I guess. Big motor, that little sled. Here's another shot. This side you can see the carbs. What the motor looked like before I did anything to it. It's more of the gauges. You can see he had the rewind up there for easy access because he actually drove this thing on the lake. There's a real good shot of the engine. You can kind of see how the dimensions are compared to the machine itself. Look at the headlight pod. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how he did it. He did a nice job with that. Too bad I had to tear it all apart. It's got Makunis on it, but it's supposed to have Keans. Those will work. This is a picture I was debating showing or not, but it shows these pipes. Now they look rusted and beat up in this picture, but they're not. They're very straight as pipes can be. In fact, they're never used. They're just aged and weathered. Should be able to get those fixed up and working just fine. Another shot of the gauges there in the instrument pod. Kelly, my next door neighbor, she just had to get in on this, so. There she is, on the Starfire, ready to race. The next Dorothy Mercer. This is another picture of the pipes. I'm not sure if you can see them any better or not, but there's the Racing Fraulein again. Here's an added bonus. That's what she's supposed to look like. Well, we better get that skidoo out of the picture. There we go. There, that's much better. And another picture of how she should look. I'll give you a couple shots. Again, in another year, that's what she'll look like. And a hood shot. For comparison, go ahead and look at this dash, and remember the headlight I showed you before? Look at those pipes sticking out the side. Is it that wide appearance? You can see why they didn't last very long and why there was not many pipes that were very good back then, because they sure got beat up. Another side view. Wow, now how did that get in here? Another nasty picture of that thing.